Hello, everyone. It is Cindy Walter, the Healthy Knitter, coming live to you on the Friday after Thanksgiving. It is November 29th. I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. We had 12 people here. One of my four kids was able to come home, my daughter from Florida, and we've just been having a blast. We've been nonstop the whole time. We've gotten the tree decorated. That was the last of our Christmas decorations to do. We went through her entire room, organized it. She packed up a whole suitcase of stuff she's taking back to Florida with her. We have one bag of trash and about five bags for Goodwill and got that room all cleaned out. So that was great. We prepped all of our Thanksgiving food and had a wonderful feast of some plant-based things and then obviously some traditional Thanksgiving things as well, and had a really great day. So I hope you did too. And if you're feeling the turkey coma today, like everyone else, get out and get active. I went out for a 4.5 mile walk this morning with my weighted backpack on and my hydration ready to go, and I feel so much better. So that really does help. I know I'm a little sleep deprived, so I'm going to really try to get to bed at a good time tonight because it was kind of late last night. But we stayed up listening to our girls play the guitar and sing, and we did some sing-alongs, and it was just so much fun. And of course, I knit while we were all visiting. So I've got lots to show you today, but just wanted to thank all of you for coming back if you've been here before. And for those of you that are new, I am a health coach. That is my job. That is what I love to do for the last 12 plus years. I'm partnered with a company called Isogenics, and we sell products to help people manage their weight, manage their stress for health and beauty, and all of that. Great product lineup that I partnered with 12 years ago. And we are starting an 11-day reset on Monday to help everyone that is feeling a little fluffy and wants to lose a few pounds for the holidays. So if you're at all interested, I will give you my e-card in the comment notes. You can certainly let me know that. But my goal is to help people. I always tell people this, that my goal is to help you physically feel better, to financially do well, mentally do well, spiritually do well. Like that is my goal, to help people. I feel like that is my purpose and my passion. So I love knitting because it helps manage stress. And that is, knitting and yoga are the two things that really help me, because I'm kind of a high stress personality, help me manage my stress. And I think everyone should have some kind of a crafting outlet, something like knitting or crocheting or painting, something artsy that is such a great hobby that can really be something that can calm you and ground you. Yoga does that for me as well. And I just love listening to podcasts like this while I knit. I'll put books on Audible. I will listen to other podcasts, non-knitting related. It just helps me to, like I said, manage stress. So I want to share with you, really, yes, I do have two finished projects. Actually, I have three. All right. So I, a couple years ago, oh, actually, I think it was last Christmas, I made these hats. I made one for, I have three of us that ran together for years. Now we're more like walking. And some of us are rucking. I made this hat. It's called a hilltop hat, and I cannot find the pattern anywhere. So once I locate that, I'll give you a link for it. But it's a real simple ribbing hat. The whole thing is ribbed and it's beautiful. But I followed the instructions. It came out exactly the way it should. But what happened was it's not quite long enough. And so I had my hat and I found extra yarn for it. And so I crocheted a ribbing on the bottom. So it was nice and long and I could fold it up, and it just added an extra element of warmth on my ear. So I asked for my girlfriend's hats back. So I'm going to redo Dana and Karen's hats and do the same thing for them, and Ross's hat as well. I did crochet, but it is a little tight at the bottom. So I'm gonna take it out and loosen it up for him so that his is comfortable too. So that's going to be something I'm working on. But in the meantime, and the only reason I'm showing that is because I think sometimes we think if we've done something and a year later or 2 years later, we're so much better than we were. We think we don't realize we can fix things. I have fixed, I think I shared with you guys when I started knitting socks, I had one toe completely, one toe went this way, one toe went this way, and I undid them and I fixed them. So I have that mentality now that if there's something that I don't like, I can always go back and fix it. So when I fixed my hat and I put it on, I'm like, "Ah, I have to do this for my girlfriends." So I asked for their hats back. And then I thought about Ross's. I had done that for Ross, but I saw him wearing it. It was really tight around his ears. So I asked for his back so I could fix his up for him. But in the meantime, I got a new pattern. My niece asked me to make a hat for a teacher friend of hers whose cancer came back. And so I shared this on my last podcast, if you saw it. I bought a yarn that was very soft because I was thinking if she was losing her hair, it might be nice to have something that's warm and soft. And I found this pattern that is free, Jason's Cashmere, and it's a nice cabled hat, and I just loved the pattern. So I bought a skein of this color yarn, which I love. It is so soft. It is so warm. It is a beautiful color. And it was not enough yarn. So I had to get another skein of yarn to finish it. It takes about a skein and a half. So if you get this free pattern, and I'll link to it, just know you're probably going to need more than 100 grams because it happened to me twice. I thought maybe it was just the yarn, and I measured, and I'm very close to gauge, not 100%, but very, very close. And so I didn't think it was a needle thing. I tried it on and it fit really nice. So I thought, gosh, I, and this was at one of my two local knitting stores, yarn stores. So I had to go back to get a second skein. But in the meantime, I was at my other yarn store and I bought a different yarn to make this hat. This is like a pink tweed hat. And again, just absolutely love it. And same thing, didn't have enough yarn to finish it. So I just adjusted it in the pattern. I will make this again. It worked up quick. I love it. They're great hats. They're beautiful. It just takes a skein and a half. So what I did is I bought another, I'm going to make two of these. So I bought an extra skein so that I can make two hats with this one. And I would have done the same thing with the blue one, but she didn't have an extra one. So there you have it. This is Jason's cashmere hat. Beautiful. It's a nice long ribbed bottom so that you can cuff it and give you extra warmth. Just love this pattern. So easy, so nice, but just know you're going to need more yarn. All right. The other thing I finished was another crochet bag from Crochet Park. This one was, again, pretty quick to do. Adorable. Absolutely love it. I'll link you to Crochet Park. I know they have a big Black Friday special going on right now. If you wanted to make any of the bags, don't have all three of them up here, but I have the first one that I bought. This is what started the whole fetish with these crochet bags. This was my gift for my daughters for Christmas. Then I found the smaller one that I made a couple of that is so adorable, and I only made one of this one. All right, so crochet bags, Crochet Park. And then, oh, the other thing I was going to tell you with my leftover yarn from the blue hat that wasn't enough to make a second hat, and I couldn't buy an extra skein, I'm probably going to make one of these. This does not require too much yarn, and I've made them before. And this was the first thing I ever did making cables, which gave me the confidence to try the cable sweater that I did, but Cozy Cables ear warmer. And I think this may have been a free pattern as well. So I will link that below as well. And then the last thing, my sweater, I'm still waiting on the yarn so I can finish my no frills sweater by Petite Knit. Still waiting on that. It's going to be here on Monday. So I've been busy working on my socks since I couldn't get my sweater. And I'm doing two socks at a time. I separated my yarn into two separate balls. I have two 9-inch circular needles going, and I'm doing the mini skein for the heel and the toe, and they're coming out beautifully. This was the pattern that was too big, it slid off my feet. So I do have a whole nother skein of this ready to go. This one's going to be for my daughter. I'll ship them to her in Chicago. But then when I am done with my Christmas socks, which will be next, then I'm going to come back and make these for myself. So that'll be after the holidays. I don't want to rush myself on that too fast, but I'm really excited to make the Christmas ones next. I love the glitter in that. They're just beautiful. So I'm hoping to get these done, honestly, probably this weekend. We are going to see Wicked today, Girls' Day, and I'm going to bring them along and hopefully, I don't know, I'm thinking about bringing this thing with me. And if I don't get yelled at or distract anyone, I don't know if you guys have seen these. I got it on Amazon. So great. So when my husband's driving at night or it just starts to get a little dark, I can put this on. It's got lights on both sides. I can kind of point them. It was not that expensive. I think it was 20 bucks on Amazon. Oh, and it's got a couple different settings, but it's wonderful for car driving when it gets dark, a movie theater, if it's not obnoxious and I don't drive anyone bananas. So I'm going to have this in my bag just in case, because I would love to be able to knit during the movie, unless it's too exciting and I can't look down. All right. The only other thing I was going to share with you, I will link all my social media platforms below. So if you want to follow me on any of my social media platforms, feel free to. I would love that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And please like and comment. That really helps with the algorithms on YouTube. That would be really great. And I'm so thankful and grateful for your support. I am going to be doing my second knit along on December 7th from 11 to 1, and I will post the Zoom link before. If you just want to bring your project and knit along and make some new friends, we'd love to have you. We had our first one 2 weeks ago, and it turned out really lovely. We got to meet a few new friends, and I'm hoping they come back and more of you will join us. So that's coming up. I'll link that below. And then I just wanted to share a couple tips with you guys today. I know I am the healthy knitter and I will be sharing healthy things with you as well. But as things arise for me, I want to make note of them and try to help and encourage you as well. And sometimes staying motivated can be an issue. And so I just put together a couple little tips to help you stay motivated that I want to share with you today. And the first thing is to set a timer. If you're working on a project and you have a million other things to get done, like holiday time, we just have so many things going on. I mean, I am way behind the eight ball on shopping this year. I might be hosting Christmas dinner, and I'm hosting a Christmas party for my local area business partners. And that requires some time, energy, thought, and I'm behind the eight ball. So I've got a lot going on. So setting a timer can be a great way to give you at least the 30 minutes or 60 minutes you want to put into your projects each day. So that could be, a great tip for you if you're not already doing that. Set a timer. Number two is to put a Hallmark Christmas movie on while you're knitting to help you stay motivated to do something for even longer than maybe 30 minutes or 60 minutes. If you've got a project you're really trying to finish up, a lot of us are gift knitting right now. So we've got a lot on our to-do list of things that we want to do. So maybe doing it to a Hallmark Christmas movie, or if that's not your cup of tea, I know a lot of knitters like Hallmark Christmas movie. A lot of my friends do anyway. But maybe it's a book on Audible. Maybe it is a podcast. Maybe it is, something else that you're wanting to listen to or watch, a binge on a TV series, a Netflix series, or something like that. But that can help keep us motivated to complete our knitting. Number three is to change out your projects bags. Now, this is advice I'm giving you that I can't wait to follow. I do not have holiday project bags yet. And I watch all these podcasters and I'm just so impressed. Like the crazy sock lady, I talk about her a lot. She is on pair 82, guys, in 1 year, 82 pairs of socks. Can you even imagine this? But I just love her. She's probably one of my favorite podcasts that I watch. And I've just lost my train of thought. Oh, she swaps out her bags all the time. So she's got all these cute project bags with Christmas stuff on it and all these cute stitch markers. And I don't. I have very basic things. I have Starbucks. And then I even have on my socks, I think you saw them, these little round balls because they're such tiny needles. I can hardly do anything on there. And I've got some cute stitch markers. Don't get me wrong. I got these adorable sheep when I was in England. And then this is a cherry from Michigan where we vacation in the summer. So I definitely have some cute stitch markers, but I don't have any holiday bags. So I know that would be a great tip to get you excited about finishing projects, to move into a new project bag, new stitch markers, things like that. Number four, so that's three so far. Set a timer, put a show on or a podcast or a book on Audible. Number three is change your project bag, stitch markers, all of that. Number four is to have a few projects going on so you can switch projects and not get bored. So I don't like to have too many whips. I got suckered into this podcast. I was just dying. I can't remember the title of it. Walking my whip wall of fame or something like that. I think she had 38 whips. I was so overwhelmed having, she showed every whip that she had. And I didn't watch the whole thing because by project number 6 and 7, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting anxiety watching your whips. It was so funny. I was dying. So I like to have something to switch up because I can get bored if I do the same project over and over and over again. So my sweater's been completely put on hold because I ran out of yarn. I'm not even showing that today. So I've been going back and forth with these hats and the socks and the hat and the socks. And I get the sock to wear like these socks, I'm just doing in the round now till it gets to 7.5 inches. So this is kind of mindless and I can do it on the treadmill, on the bike, on the elliptical, at the movie theater, possibly, if I don't drive anyone nuts with my light. And then the cable hat, that requires a little bit, I've got to follow a little pattern, but it's pretty easy to memorize. But I could do that in front of other people too. It's not that difficult, but I like to have a couple things going on so I don't get bored. So that might be something for you to do, is to have a few projects going on so you can switch if you become bored or feel unmotivated. Number 5, don't allow yourself to cast on a new project until you complete a project. So I already have my next sweater casted on. And I wanted to finish this sweater before I got into it's the petite knit champagne cardigan that I'll be working on next. So I am not casting on another sweater until the no frills is off my needles. So I play these little games with myself because I don't want to have so many whips going on that I don't know what to do. I get confused. I want to stay motivated to complete projects and I want to enjoy the journey. I don't want to rush through things to check it off the list. I want to enjoy each journey. This is me, and this may or may not work for you. I just wanted to give you kind of things that work for me and take it or leave it. But I do that with myself. I'm not casting on another sweater. I have a pink sweater. I have four sweaters that I have yarn for right here, four. And I want to do them all very badly, but I've got a complete one. And that motivates me to finish my sweaters that I'm working on because I do not want to start the next one until I cast off. So for me, that works. All right, number 6, always have at least one easy mindless project going on. So if you're feeling unmotivated and you're having a hard time, when you have something like for socks are not mindless at all. I mean, the foot and the heel, the gusset, that part takes time. You have to really watch what you're doing and count and all of that. But when you're just doing this part, this is 60 rows of just knitting. And then down here, I don't know how many, I do it by inches. I'm making 7.5 inches from heel to where I start decreasing on the toe. It's just mindless. So I like to always have one mindless project going on that I can knit at Thanksgiving when there's all kinds of people going around and we're chatting, but I don't have to concentrate and I can knit while I talk. And I feel like, oh, that's just great. I can have great conversations with people and get something done and maybe get a gift made or what have you. So one easy project. So 6 quick tips to help keep you motivated, help you stay motivated. Maybe one of them is something that you can try that you haven't done before that might be able to help you. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. I am excited to come back. My daughter, Jenna, that is here, is also a yoga teacher. And she told me she would hop on and help with some exercises for head and neck because I was complaining because I was doing so much of this that my neck was hurting me. And I was telling her I wanted to get Katie back on to do that. And she said, well, I'll do that for you. So I couldn't get her on today because we're getting ready to go to the movie and she's all excited about that. But she said she would do it tomorrow. So I'll probably pre-record with her tomorrow and then post that in a few days. And hopefully maybe I'll have my socks done by then and I can share that with you as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying Black Friday. Lots of yarn sales going on. I'm sure that's on your to-do list today. I won a $25 gift card to the Woolly Thistle. I watch their shopcasts every time they post them. And I love them. And I made the vanilla sweater. I showed that on an earlier podcast that my girlfriend Susan had given me a gift card from. And I love the sweater. It was a really nice, easy, basic sweater to make. I had just completed that cable sweater number, what was that called? Sweater number 15 by My Favorite Things. and it was all over cables, the whole entire sweater. So I just really wanted something easy. So I did that vanilla sweater in the red wool, and it was beautiful. I've had so many compliments on it. And so I won a gift card, a $25 gift card. So I think I'm going to hop on for Black Friday shopping and use that and get another sweaters quantity um, because I need more sweaters. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna have to move somewhere that has winter all year long to wear all my sweaters if I keep going at this rate. But anyway, I digress. I hope you guys have a great day. I can't wait to be back with you soon. And I hope to see a lot of you on our work knit along December 7th at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 11 to 1. Have a great day. Bye bye.